We're configuring.
Yes.
We're configuring that out. We're also shout out to Gio. Gio's here. I'm the good homie Gus. And we will configure what this is called. We haven't configured that out either.
Right, we haven't configured that out.
No, this is just this is pretty much like a family party without all the food.
And the karaoke.
That sucks. Yeah. Yeah.
That is core memory for our family in general.
I was really happy with how Michelle had my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
That was we haven't recorded since then, huh?
No,
that was a really good time.
That was a great time.
What was your biggest takeaways from that party here at the house?
Honestly, like it brought back so many good memories of the Edgemont house. Oh, should I?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you don't live there anymore.
True.
The Edgemont house, and also just being all around each other.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And just celebrating and enjoying like having a good time together.
Right.
That was. It was a long time coming. There wasn't even a lot of us, but damn, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of people in the beginning, but they started dwindling out.
Right.
It was just like our Friday nights, and we were
just family gathering at the house. It didn't have to be a special occasion. It's just family with family.
Yeah, that was really fun.
And like my younger cousins, like they didn't experience that at all until that point, and they were having fun.
Yeah. I didn't. I don't know if I'm gonna say that. I don't know if Apollo understand the magnitude of what that was for us as being the Isabella, whatever, being the kids in the room and not fully understanding what's happening, and then watching us being our age and like living that and like bringing us back. Because I'll be on Instagram and I see like how Filipino they glorify a Filipino party, and it's like it's always karaoke, whatever. Yes,
it very much is.
Yeah, and then there was a gap to where we haven't had that. Right, there was a good
decade.
10. Yeah, I was gonna say 10, 12 years. I want to say when Guiji moved.
Mm-hmm.
Right, there was a gap to where we weren't really singing like that at the house, and then it just kind of went away.
Right.
It kind of just like it kind of fizzled out and wasn't a thing anymore. And then like, because Michelle was like, "What do you want your birthday to be?" I was like, I just want to kick it. I just want to kick it. I want to have good food. And I want to get drunk, and I want to sing. And she was like, "All right." And that's exactly what it was. And it felt so good.
Yeah.
Felt so good
with the key Filipino foods.
Yeah, we had a lechon belly. Shout out to my mom. My mom bought a lechon belly from Facebook Marketplace, and that's amazing. Buying food off of Facebook, and then y'all picked it up. They picked it up. Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, the car smelled like lechon for like a couple days.
That also sucks and is lovely at the same time.
Right. It's a great smell. It just sucks that it makes you hungry, and you know that it's not in there.
And you never want to smell like that at work, right?
Right.
Yeah, you don't want
unless if you work with a bunch of Filipinos, then everyone is jealous, right?
Because they know you have the chone. You know what I mean? Smell me. Smell you later. Smell you later. Yeah. No, that was fun, and I felt like it. Seeing Mom and Eddie's smile, and like she was shouting, requesting songs, and just us having a moment. Like our family was having a moment, and it's sad that not everyone was there, but oh my gosh, like I was living off of a natural high about that party for at least a good 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just kept thinking about it. I kept watching the videos. I kept watching our family has a secret Facebook chat that we send videos to that not everyone's invited to. So, you know what I mean? Don't get roasted in our family Facebook chat. For our eyes only. For our eyes only.
You get shit posted in the secret
Oh
chat.
my god. The fact that we have a secret Facebook chat as a family is kind of diabolical. What's wrong with us? I love it. Love it.
We're one of a kind. We can at least say that.
Yeah, no, I fucking love my family. Our family's been through a lot of shit, and then it's just, I love it. I love it. I love them. I love everyone. It's just, we're getting old and it sucks. Do you see that?
The party can't last forever.
I know. But I think we revived the party.
Right.
We revived
that was
the
a
party.
good resurrection. I mean, that's the most fun I've had. I've seen Mama had in a family gathering in a long while. Where she was still talking about it days after.
Like weddings, like that feeling like that was like what weddings will do, right?
Right. Exactly.
But when it's different when it's just within. It's different when it's just within the family, and it wasn't planned. It was like, let's just go and have fun, and damn, we had a good time.
Like to put a scale to it, it's as if it was like a family reunion, but we hadn't only seen each other in a couple of weeks. Versus
We just seen y'all for y'all for Christmas.
Right.
We just seen y'all for Christmas.
So, but it was as if we hadn't seen each other in forever, and we were finally like together again after a while. That's what it felt like. In
that mental space.
Yes.
Like the songs, like there were certain songs that were requested, and by certain people, like Kawawang Cowboy has to be sung by Kuya Harry. I love you, Kuya Harry. My Kuya Harry is one of a fucking kind. I love that guy.
And words.
Oh man, I love that guy. I love you, Kuya Harry. You're so fun.
And props to Uncle Hari. He really has a great voice. I'm surprised he doesn't sing.
Do you
often?
Do you remember? I think me and Jippy were singing. We were singing that Stevie Wonder song.
Yes.
My mom always makes me sing. I hate that fucking song. I sing it though. I love Stevie Wonder. I'll sing that song. My mom asked me to sing that song. I'm not a great singer, but when I was singing with Jippy. And then I looked over and Kuya Harry had a tambourine. Yep. There's a tambourine moment in our family party.
And we were all confused for a second because we had no idea where that came from. But he had a tambourine.
That belonged to, that belongs to our house. The fact that he found it. Like he's seen the tambourine. He was like, it's a tambourine moment right now. And then he started shaking it and I was like, where's that coming from? And I was like, fucking Kuya Harry, we're singing karaoke. I was like, my mind couldn't take it. I'm sitting here trying to sing, not trying to shitty match with Jippy. Then I hear tambourine. I'm like, tambourine, there's a fucking squirrel in here. Oh man, that was so good.
That was great.
Oh,
such a great party.
And we ate all night.
I haven't seen Mom and Ninong Darwin let loose like that on a mic in a long time.
We were dancing. People were dancing. There was a place to sit. People were singing. There was a couch, and then people were dancing, and it just felt. It felt good. It felt good, and it's like I want to with me and Michelle coming to our own and having a space to provide that energy. I want to bring that back. I want when people come to our family parties, you seen Christmas, I try to do little games and shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get everyone interactive because with how technology is now, it's so easy to be in the same room with someone and not hear their voice, especially if they're. I'm not gonna call you out, but any kids in the 20s all the way down, right? They're used to always having technology, and then sometimes they won't talk to the person across from them.
Exactly.
So this
or they're talking to them through the device.
Yeah. Oh, I just liked your post about the picture you took of us. It was like, but you didn't even tell me this. But it's us creating that energy within the house, and I love it. Michelle's she loves having family over. She loves having stuff like this. This was the biggest part of why we wanted to have our own space, because we wanted a host. We want people together, and it's it's a beautiful thing to create memories like that, because like life goes by too fast.
True.
Too fast. Speaking of too fast, I just came back from Disneyland.
Okay.
Went to Disneyland. We were trying to have this guy go, but he started a job and he's all responsible and shit.
Hey, I even showed up right straight from work.
Yeah, smelling like churros and with a Mickey Mouse like an ear hat. Like, hey guys, what I miss? We the family, me, Mish, and Mikey went to Disneyland because Mikey's been asking. And
he has, that's right.
he definitely has been asking, and it's more annoying when it's just you and him and he's asking, to where if he says it and there's a group of people, you're like, he's talking to anyone. Like, he's not talking to me. But he was very much letting us know that he wanted to go to Disneyland. So we did a 3-dayer at Disneyland. And my son he loves rides. All kinds. He loves rides. We went on a couple rides. Me and Mikey had first time rides. So first time on, it's called Tiana's now, but it was called Splash Mountain. They redid Splash Mountain so it looks like Tiana, so like the Princess and the Frog movie.
Oh, okay,
it's cool. It's cool. Me and Mikey's first time on there together. I've been on there a long time ago, and it was Splash Mountain. It's a water ride. It's gross. I hate getting wet. You know what I mean? Water rides are gross. But
you don't know how clean that water is.
Yeah,
or dirty.
Yeah. We don't know what's happening. And then he liked it. It was cool. And then it was our second time on Big Thunder. I took him on Big Thunder, which is like this train roller coaster, when he was like 3 or 4. He was tall enough to go. So I took him on there, and he never went again. We went on there our second day, and he liked it. He had fun.
Okay.
It was cool because it was like, that was our first ride where without Michelle, like in a minute, because whenever we go to Disneyland, Mikey always sits next to me, and I'm like, okay, I'm here alone with Astro Blasters. No, I'm shooting, like I'm using 2 guns at one point because there's no one next to me. Oh. Sad, dude. That's why you should have been there, bro, so I could beat your score in Astro Blasters. But yeah, so me and Mikey got to ride next to each other, and then his favorite ride from the new rides in his rotation. And we went on we went through Pinocchio. Michelle thinks there's ghosts there in Pinocchio, and I don't disagree, because Fantasyland is a bit creepy. Anyways,
I kind of want to talk about this topic.
yeah, we'll get there. And then just to finish off the whole like new ride experience with Mikey was Space Mountain. I took him on Space Mountain on our second day. He rode it once, and on the third day, our last day, he rode it twice. First time we sat in the very back, and if you know anything about roller coasters, what I think about roller coasters is you get the most whip action and the most shaken up either in the front or in the back. Because when you're in the middle, everything's kind of held together. When you're in the front and the back, like you're really like boom, boom. You know what I mean? Like you're the first to hit it, and then you're the last to hit it as far as like a turn or like a drop. He loved Space Mountain. Space Mountain, like I wish I could see, because it's dark and you can't anticipate the turns. So like this video of me recording, this video of me on Space Mountain with Mikey, because I'm trying to share his reaction with me, because she will never ride that ride. And there's times I'm like, woo, woo, and then I don't know if I'm wooing because like, woo, that was a hard turn, or I'm just wooing just to woo. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's a nervous woo or just a filler woo, but I was wooing a lot. But so it was probably a little bit of two woos. Yeah, so that was
one
cool.
ride, 2 woos.
Yeah, two woos, 1 cup. Yeah, 2 woos, 1 cup. Yeah. So you wanted. So I mentioned in Pinocchio, it felt kind of creepy. What did you want to? What did you want to say on that?
No, This is the first time I'm hearing this. So, because I haven't been to Disneyland since 2005.
Oh shit!
So 20 years ago, I haven't been on Space Mountain. I mean, like any Disney anything. So
it's Disney is they definitely know how to cater to adults.
Okay.
It's adult friendly now. Like before, you could only get beer in like drinks in California Adventure, but now throughout the park, there's different areas where you can get beer.
That's okay.
So Disneyland's been around, like, from what we know, it's always been around, right?
Right.
And there's like during COVID, me and Mish fell in a couple of rabbit holes about cast members talking about Disney. So one thing that we ran across was the Haunted Mansion would get shut down, I think once a month for one day, just to vacuum it out because people would leave their ashes. So let's say someone we know passed, and then their last wish was to, hey, cremate me, and then like leave a little piece of me at like the Haunted Mansion. So people would try to dump, and there's people who get caught, right? Like not like you're not supposed to be dumping ashes out of the, like there's people watching.
Right.
Watching and shit.
And I'm sure there's security cameras in there as well.
Everywhere. Disney does not play when it comes to that shit. Disney does not play. So, there's an HVAC team that goes and vacuums out. From what I watched, it was Haunted Mansion once a month. We were in Pinocchio's and Fantasyland prior to, I want to say, up until like Lion King. Like the movies, like no. Okay, was the Lion King first, or was it Beauty and the Beast? Probably Beauty and the Beast.
I think Beauty and the Beast was first.
Okay, all the movies up to Beauty and the Beast was kind of dark. Beauty and the Beast was still dark. Was kind of like,
had its scary moments, yeah, definitely.
Bambi, Pinocchio. Pinocchio was a creepy movie because they would have the kids the boys turn into donkeys. And they would sell them for glue. Yes. So that's pretty much enslaving a kid.
Pretty dark, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dark, right? And then
you don't notice this as a kid, but as an adult, you're kind of like, what?
How do you break it down more, right? Even like Peter Pan is kind of like iffy because I always want to be a kid, and I'm flying to Neverland, and I'm fighting these pirates. Like there's a bunch of eerie stuff. So Fantasyland to me, the original rides in Fantasyland is Snow White, Peter Pan, Pinocchio, and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is...
I've never been on that one.
Exactly. It's creepy.
Oh.
If you watch it, so I watched a breakdown of it. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, the whole ride, he's riding wild. And then towards the end, he gets hit by, he gets hit by a train, and he literally goes to hell. And you're in Disneyland.
Going along with it.
Yeah, but it's a ride to where a lot of the art is cardboard, and it's just like it's a pop out or it moves. It's not like animatronics to what let's say Star Wars is. Okay. It's definitely like 2 levels of.
Or even seeing some of the animatronics in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, exactly. Like shit's moving. Like people are moving. There's a moving head. There's fucking Johnny Depp right there.
Right.
It's not like that. It's a piece of cardboard. That's what I feel like. But it's very dark even to like the end. Like I rode that ride. I think the last time I was at Disneyland, and I looked at Michelle because I had to again ride by myself. Michelle and Mikey were ahead of me. Then it was me, and then I remember like when I turned the corner and there was a cast member there at the end to escort me to get out. I was standing there. I was like, "Yo, what was that?" I go, "What, right?" And then the cast member kind of laughed at me, and I was like, "Yeah, that's not the Disney like people are used to where they're used to like Small World, Toontown type shit." You know what I mean? It's like Fantasyland is very dark to me. I feel like that's all like because it's original Disney, like Walt was on those rides too. And the carousel, right? He wasn't he wasn't on the Star Wars. He wasn't on like Toontown. Like that was after he passed, and so I just feel like Disney lore is strong, and Disney knows what they're doing. They have an audience. They have a great channel that has a lot of content. Like Disney is up there. They produce a lot of dope shit. So I just see that it's so like it's creepy. There's creepy parts of it, right? But I asked Michelle will talk about it.
Right. I mean, like to go off of that, some of the stories that Disney remade in their own or like older stories, right? Little Mermaid, for example. If you know the actual story of Little Mermaid, it is not the happy ending that you get to see in Disney.
Is it actual Ariel and then King Titan?
I don't know. I don't know if like the characters' names match exactly, but you know, it's a story about a little mermaid.
No singing crabs.
No singing crabs. But like these are actual mermaids. Like you know, they're not like it's definitely not the Disney fairy tale that you get to that we enjoyed as children.
What is a mermaid's name? It's like they're called sirens, right?
Yeah, sirens is one of those. It's because those are the mermaids that will sing and enchant, you know, pirates and fishermen to come to their isle to mate.
To lure and feed off of them.
And then eventually feed off of them. So that's how they reproduced, is they brought males over, used them, and then killed them.
Help me!
Right.
Help me!
So
Philippines is big on mermaids.
Yes, actually.
Philippines is big on, I don't want to say lore, I want to say mermaid stories. Like we feel like
I mean, it is an island. So.
It is an island, and there's thousands of them.
We got some interesting mythical creatures, I gotta say.
I was on a rabbit hole on YouTube, and it was this British guy, and he I don't know if it was an AI voice, but it was a British guy, and he was breaking down all like the different kind of like the different monsters or ghouls or ghost stories we have, and breaks down like what they do and who they target and if they're friendly or not, or how, you know, stuff like that. And I was like, wow, this is hella interesting. I was at work and I just need something to watch. So yeah, but yeah,
Mom was telling me, like, I can't remember exactly when, but my mother had told me that when she was pregnant with me, one of the things that like my dad was worried about is, you know, one of the creatures that's in Filipino lore, the tick, right? The one that makes the rattling noise and will hunt pregnant mothers.
That's the one that has the long tongue, right?
And they specifically target firstborns.
Yeah.
So, and
was your mom in the Philippines with you when she was pregnant?
I think so. I think it was like a short trip because we had to go to the province, dad's side. So
where they eat dogs. Your dad I remember your dad eating dogs. Your dad gets down. I ain't tripping. Could you eat a dog? Go ahead. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I heard. He's not denying it either, you know?
I'm sure.
Sorry, Kujun. I love you, dude. You're my dude, man.
I don't know if that's true or not, but
I wasn't there, but I heard.
Oh man.
So your mom was pregnant in the Philippines and your dad was worried about you said tick.
Right.
And they would feed off of fetuses, right?
Right. Specifically the firstborn.
That is nuts.
So mom was saying like they hung garlic cloves, and you know they made sure that the window was bolted, and you know.
That is and then, you know, for our parents, right? It's very real to them.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking on Edgemont, I remember we were all there, and your Papa George had some of the coolest ghost stories, and even
I don't think he ever told me any of those.
We were in a group. We're all you're probably watching like TGIF in the room.
Probably.
Yeah, because we're all in the living room, and then it just got into like a ghost story talk, and it was like I think me, Kim, and Jippy. I don't know if Elaine was there, but we were there, and like it was like everyone at the house who lived there, and then we're all upstairs, and it was just like ghost talk, and even talk about how Queen Darwin stepped on something, and then Nana had to give an offering. I remember hearing that. I want to fact check that like later on when I.
It's probably like a dwelling of a duende.
Mm-hmm. Probably. And respect to y'all. Tabi po. I say that. Tabi po. Respect.
I say that in the cemeteries when you kind of have to, like, you got no choice.
Yeah, to walk through a cemetery.
Walk through, you know, the row of graves. You kind of just, like, even if they're not Filipino, you just say it.
Excuse me.
Right.
I try to walk so I'm not walking either on.
Right.
Don't like I won't. I don't think I'll ever step on a gravesite. Like
I even feel weird stepping over.
Yeah.
You know?
I try to. I'm big though, so I try to. I follow a path. There's not really a path though, but respect.
You draw it mentally. You're like, this is where it should be safest for me to, like, step, that I won't, like,
hello,
right? Incur someone's wrath from beyond the grave.
Hello. See you next week. Hello.
Suddenly seeing, like, a hand pop out from the.
Hello. Sorry. Hello. Yeah, dude.
No, because, like, I think my first experience was visiting my great grandfather's grave, Lolo Martin, because where he's buried at, like, it's very tight, so you will be stepping on someone's.
Oh yeah. People are buried on top of people. Kind of
right.
Wow.
Right. Like, let's just say if there was a Night of the Living Dead time in that part of that province, that grave would, you know, easily overtake that town that's nearby.
Have you ever been to the Philippines right around, like, All Souls Day, which that's the day after Halloween, right?
Right.
Yeah. Apparently, it's like a party at the cemetery.
Is it?
Yeah. To where it's on. I don't know if it's our version, but it's our. I'll say it's our version of, like, Dia de los Muertos, but it's a celebration of the afterlife,
right? And just letting your loved ones know, your ancestors basically know that, hey, we remember you, we still love you. You know, we're trying to honor our our ancestry. You know. And
you know, I know people do it for special occasions, but almost any time I go in certain houses and I see a picture, and then, you know, it's a party, right? There's food in front of that picture.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's something that I've always been conscious of, and that's when it's for me, when I've always been around it, I don't think nothing of it. Like, it's a thing, and then, like, learning about it, that other culture, I was like, oh, y'all do that too. Like, oh, that's cool. You do that too, and, you know, Spanish colonized us, so hello. Hello, we're everywhere. Hello.
It's our history. It's there.
For real. Do you know a lot about, like, Filipino American history?
Not much. I'm gonna be honest. I lived in the U.S. all of my life, and I didn't dive deep.
One of my favorite things about Filipino American history is the Manila Men. The Manila Men were men who lived off of the swamps of Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, during the Spanish-American War, they would notify, like, they were the first ones to see a ship come, so they would then notify, like, everyone else, and then it would get back to the higher ups. But they would build bahay kubos on the swamp, and they just kind of stayed to their own, and